How's it going, guys? It's Thomas on Planet Tech. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a good week. Happy Tuesday to all of you. Welcome to the stream. So today we are going to be doing a tier list stream. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I can't remember what the last one I did was. Probably, to be fair, it was probably all of the sets from last year. Oh God. But we have now, apart from the May 4th set. Oh, hang on, let me turn the music down. Forgot to do that on my way in. Apologies. Yes, so we have now got all of, well, allegedly, potentially, we have got all of the information from in regards to sets for the whole year for Star Wars, which I think is quite exciting, and it feels quite early. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it feels quite early to have all of the information for sets here. So yeah, I figured we'd go through all of the current rumors, talk about each of the sets, talk about what we're hyped for, and then we'll kind of put a tier list together of the potential of all of these sets, and it'd be interesting when I do the look back at the end of the year, once we've had all the sets and I tier list all the sets, then at the end of the year, it'd be interesting to look back at this and kind of see how things stack up. But let us start with, where's our chitty chat gone? Hello Rosie, how you doing? I'm annoyed and it hasn't even started yet. Fantastic. How you doing, mate? Simon, as Easter chocolate is in the supermarkets already, when's the Easter tier list? Asking for a friend. Paige has already discussed that. She's made it known that she wants to do that again. But I think what she said, there's already been a ton of like new stuff this year. So she said rather than going through like all the old stuff again, she was like, we might just get a load of the newer stuff and compare them. But it is definitely gonna happen. Paige won't let me miss out on that one for sure. But hello Simon, hey Gaz, how we doing? Hello Emily, Brandon, and Mike are all here. Good to see you guys. The Kunk, hello, how we doing? That sounds like a name that I shouldn't say, but welcome to the stream. No pod race. No, I'm having a bit of a break from the pod race tonight. Not that I've really one. I mean, I was up till like 2:30. I was watching. TJ will vouch for me. I was up late last night watching. I had his stream on, and I was working on the pod race. But I'm putting in late night shifts, so there'll be another shift after the stream for sure. Yeah, new Malteser pop it. Yeah, there's the popcorn bunny. Yeah, crazy. All these Malteser things, like Malteser was like one of my favorite, if not my favorite chocolate. And all these things since I've turned vegan that now Malteser do, like even just like the white truffle, unreal. Oh, I've got a visitor. Hiya. You okay? Yeah. All good. Good. Going to bed. Okay, cool. Could you not put Alexa on? Because the stream's quite laggy, I think, already. Thanks. Should be okay. Or you can play it on your phone. Or your laptop. No, you can put it on 4G. Anyway, I've got a tier list stream to do. Night. Night. Bye-bye. Mwah. Mwah. Bye-bye. Mwah. Mwah. Bye-bye. Okay. Happy birthday for the other day, by the way. Guess we're both very close to 30 now. I know, and happy birthday to you too, Brandon. I didn't realize just how close our birthdays were, but I hope you had a good time. I hope you had fun celebrating with the family. Okay. Yeah, hopefully I can see that it's been a bit laggy. I've turned off Alexa, which usually helps a bit with the lag, but hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully the audio is still pretty smooth. Do you know what? I will, when I switch over to, where is it? The screen share. Here we go. If I get rid of that one, hopefully it might be a little bit better. Okay. Ooh, belated birthday wishes tech. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had a really good time. Went up to Friday. I did have to. It was my birthday was on Friday. I had to work, which was a bit unfortunate, but luckily we got the job done and I managed to get away quite quickly, which was nice. Came back home. Had some of my mum's famous oat bar, like fruit oat bar, and it's just the best. It's the best thing ever. Wow, actually. It's the best. It was the best thing ever. It still potentially is the best thing ever. However, Paige had been working on a banana loaf for me because that is like also one of my favorite things, and I think she's absolutely nailed the recipe. And so I had a bit of that a bit later on, and that was delicious. But yeah, Friday was just chill. Yeah, just went for a run, got a haircut. Yeah, nothing crazy. Me and Paige got some takeaway. That was good. Saturday did what did I do on Saturday? Oh, we went swimming. We took Penelope swimming. That was good fun. Did some pod race stuff. Yeah, nothing too crazy again on Saturday. And then Sunday went up to London to Gravity Max at Stratford, which was a lot of fun. Went to the Lego store, got 3 pad cups. So hopefully got all of the filler stuff I need for all the base plates for the pod race now. So fingers crossed there's not too many orders. Although I really need Lego to ship that order off for me that I made with them. Anyway. Who are you calling a lag, boyo? Oh, so much potential for amazing sets this year. Yeah, let's just pull up. I had somewhere here. Not that one. This one. Let me just pull this. So, Brick Fanatics do have and keep updated a list of Lego 2025 sets that are like all the rumors and stuff. So currently on for Star Wars, so we're getting 2 sets? No, 1 set on March 1st. 2 sets on March 1st. We're getting the 8080 driver helmet and the poly bag. I think I did include the poly bag, but I probably won't rank it seeing as we know what it looks like, and I didn't put the 80. I feel like so. Hey Rosie, how we doing? Paige is awesome at baking. Penelope's cake was amazing. Paige is very, very good. I'm equal part. I'm so like split on whether I wish she baked more, and I'm glad she doesn't bake much because it's so good. But then she'll do like a really big cake, and I will be compelled to eat it all. And I do find it hard to share when it tastes so good. But yeah, she is very, very good. Emma made me sticky toffee cake this year. Chef's kiss. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, sticky toffee cake sounds really good, you know. But yeah, hey Rosie, how you doing? If you guys could all smash the like button on the stream, that would be much appreciated. But yeah, I don't know why I put the Millennium Falcon in here. I've not put the AT-80 pilot driver helmet because we've seen it, and I kind of want to do this tier list based off of the information that we've got, which is very little. It's like part count, price, release date, set name and number. I want to go into it blind, and I want to rate it on its potential and like how hyped I am for it. Ashley's not going Bricktastic. Ashley's not going Bricktastic cake for the Southampton gang. Oh, that's a good shout, you know. That's a good shout. We could do so. We could have some like setup cake. That might be a shout, you know. I might get her on the banana bread for that. Ooh, Paige, if you're watching. It was just so moist. It was so good. Anyway, yeah. So I figured we'd go through the sets and have a little chat. I want to know what you guys are hyped for as well. So the only things we don't know so far, I believe, are, unless anyone can fill me in, or unless it's been revealed today, because I've been a bit behind today. We don't know what the May 4th gift for purchase is. We don't know what the UCS Death Star gift for purchase is, although I would hedge my bets on that being a lightsaber promo, which I don't think would rank too highly on here for me personally, but who knows. But yeah, other than that, and then I guess like the other one that I don't have on here is like the advent calendar, because it's just kind of like, it's just kind of whatever. We'll probably get another couple of holiday jumper figures, which I'm happy with. It'll be cool if we got some some niche characters. I don't know, but they're kind of they've kind of got a formula at the moment, and it works. So I'm kind of happy with that. But yeah, we shall go through some of these. Hang on. Ooh, too high. So we've got our tiers: elite, solid, average, forgettable, and dead. So what are some? Let's talk a little bit first. Let's go through. So March 1st, we said we've got the Millennium Falcon polybag and the 8080 driver helmet, which I think looks fantastic, by the way. I kind of back speaking to Sam about it the weekend, and yeah, I think it could be the best helmet. You would like to think so, being the most recent one, but I think it looks very, very good, and I will probably hold out till May and the May 4th gift for purchases, but I will want to get that one pretty damn quickly. I think that one's going to be pretty sick. So what have we got? So March, nothing in April, and then then it comes to the May sets. So let's first talk about the U-Wing fighters. So Andor starts in, or is it like the end of April? Does anyone know the date for Andor? So that set, if it is, if the rumors are to be true, that it is going to come out May 1st. That's going to be very fun to have that to build whilst the show is airing. There are 12 episodes, I believe. So April, May, June. Yeah, we're going to be running right into the summer with Andor, which will be a lot of fun. I'm so hyped for Andor. I've got the old U-Wing to build as well. This is a set. Now, I know I'm kind of I'm that guy that just really likes minifig scale stuff, and I struggle to I'm struggling the more and more sets come out, the more and more I'm struggling to rationalize getting sets that aren't minifigure scale, just for figures or just because they are cool. However, I did do it with the Arc 170, although I will mod that one. But this U-Wing is going to be significantly downscaled, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, it's going to be a lot smaller than minifig scale. However, the last one was huge. And I think this one is gonna do okay being scaled down. I don't know, what are people's kind of thoughts on this? The last one was a beast. It was humongous. And so I feel like this one is a set that is gonna be okay from being scaled down. But yeah, what are your guys' kind of thoughts on that? Hey Greg, how you doing, mate? Evening Pete's, Rogue One, Planet Tech. What a wave that was. It certainly was, mate. It was so good. One of my all-time favorite Lego waves for sure. And as Andor rolls around, which isn't going to be too long, once we've got Brutastic out of the way, Andor is going to roll around. I've got some of the old sets to build. So I've already built Krennic Shuttle. I've already built the TIE Striker. But I have a lot of the other sets to build. I've still got the Y-Wing, although I'm not sure if I'm going to build that. But I do have the U-Wing and this Battle on Scarif set, so I'll probably build those in and around the weeks that Andor is releasing, and then it won't be too long and I'll have the new U-Wing fights, because I plan on getting that pretty much straight away as well. So the U-Wing, I think, yeah, a slight scale with more detail could work. I think it will. The figures sound like they're going to be good. I think it's K2, Andor, Dedra, and 2 Stormtroopers, I think is the rumor. No, wait, or 2 Death Troopers, Andor, K2, Dedra, and then is it 2 Stormtroopers? You guys, they don't seem to have on Brit Fanatics any information regarding figures or things like that. So yeah, you guys might have to help me out and fill me in on what all the latest rumors are on these. But I think this one is, it's got the potential to be, I think it could be elite. I guess the kind of, the thing we've got to do here is, when you're doing it on potential, they all have the potential to be fantastic. But then I guess we've got to come back down to earth, put in a bit of realism, put in a little bit of what have Lego done before. Like I said, the U-Wing is one of those sets I don't think is going to be an issue that it's scaled down. So I don't think that's necessarily going to hinder it loads. I think it will be decent for the price point. I think the figures will be good. I am really curious. One of the things I cannot wait to see is if for K2 they print on the shoulder piece the Imperial logo. They did it before. I don't know if they're going to do it again. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that they're not going to do it. And the other one will be superior and still worth a lot, and it's going to be annoying because I would like to get a few of them. But yeah, it will be cool that we are getting K2 again regardless. So where are we with the U-Wing? I think yeah, what are those other figures? I'm going to keep the OG version of the U-Wing to build probably just before Andor kicks off again, but I'm kind of excited to see what they do with it being smaller. Yeah, same. Like I said, I think the Arc 170, although the proportions are a little off, like the wings could have been done with being longer for proportion's sake, I don't think the U-Wing will. Yeah, I think that they'll be able to scale down the U-Wing and it still be decently proportioned. I don't know. Arc 170 could have been elite, but turned out to be average for me, so I fear the U-Wing could feel the same. Okay, yeah, Dedra, Cassian, and 2 Stormtroopers, and K2, right, Sam? Hi, by the way, Sam. But yeah, Dedra, Cassian, and 2 Stormtroopers. Obviously, Dedra, I think, was a figure. I'm so annoyed that we're not getting more Andor sets. I hope they retrospectively go back next year and do some more, because I think that U-Wing is going to sell really well. I think that because it's just going to be 2 regular Stormtroopers, probably, I think the figure selection possibly could have been a little bit better to maybe take this into elite. It is hard to say, because if they're trying to depict a very specific scene, I can't imagine they are, to be honest. I think Dedra is an obvious character that was missing from the first season in terms of minifigures, and 2 Stormtroopers are just kind of easy to chuck in there. So I don't think, and it's a ship, so they're not really depicting a specific scene. They're not really going for spoilers. I think they've just been given the U-Wing and they'll go, okay, we'll re-release that, or we'll redo that, and we'll put Dedra and some Stormtroopers in there. I wish the Stormtroopers were like Shore Troopers or even Death Troopers. Like, I think that would have been a nice touch. Something a little bit different. That's probably what is stopping me from putting it in elite. It was almost definitely be a new. Yeah, I imagine we'll get a new Cassian outfit, so that'll look good. But I think this is because of the figures. Like I said, Cassian great, K2 fantastic, Dedra fantastic, 2 stormtroopers. It's like, but then I think back to like what other £60 sets are on shelves right now. We're getting 5 figures for Star Wars. Probably not too many, unless it's like a battle pack or something. I'm looking forward to the battle pack conversations as well in a bit. Okay, so that is the first May 1st release. The next one we'll talk about is Kylo Ren's shuttle. So, the piece count, as far as Brick Fanatics have it, is to be confirmed. I am a massive Kylo Ren fan. Can you tell? Can you tell? I'm a big fan. Big fan. Anyway, I want this set to be really cool. I just have a feeling it's nice that they're doing something for The Force Awakens 10th anniversary. And I may even partake in the celebrations myself, even though I didn't think it was the best film in the entire world. I think it's going to be tiny. I just have a feeling that this thing is going to be so small. Yeah, I think so, Sam. Pathetic, not figure scale. I will give this one the pass as it is MIDI scale, Mike. But I just think that it's going to be tiny. And one of the worst things, in fact, the only thing that makes the original play set, the black one, not like the greatest play set I think we've ever got. I don't know, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but on one side, like, the problem with the shape and the design of the ship with Lego is that the anti-studs are always both sides of the wings are so visible that the anti-studs are always going to be shown and quite prevalent. So I really, really, really hope on this MIDI scale ship that isn't the case. If it is, because these are essentially meant to be like mini UCS sets. If that is the case, I think this could be an absolute stinker set. And I will have to buy it anyway. It's rumored to be $70, so the same price as the U-Wing. I think it's going to be tiny. If it's really small and it's like tiled off both sides, like, I don't mind studs showing, but just anti-studs just look terrible on a display set like that. I just think it needs to be like, for the wings need to just look really good, and I don't think they're gonna. So I'm and the price, like, ooh, get it in dead, you know the truth. Oh god, nail on the head, tech. MIDI scale dead. Oh no, it's not even gonna have the wing function, is it? I would be shocked if the wings didn't move. I don't think the wings will necessarily collapse. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, now you got me really worried. Nah, surely the wings will have to collapse. Surely? I mean, if they do, they're certainly not going to have... They're not going to be, like, plated off or tiled off either side. So, I actually think... Oh, I want to like this so much because like I said, I'm such a big Kylo Ren fan. I want to really, really like this. But I do think it's odd. Just like all of the signs lead me to think it's going to be a stinker. And I'm going to put it in dead. Like, these wings are so big. Either side that you put the anti-studs, they're going to be so visible. And it will just deter from the set so much. it really pains me to do it, but I think I can't believe I'm I can't believe I'm putting a Kylo Ren set in dead. But I think I think it's gonna be. I guess this is done on less on potential and more on predictions. Let's clear that up, I guess, because they all have the potential to be great. But I think this is more done on like predictions rather than potential. Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. Okay, the Star Wars logo, rumored to be $60, have 700 pieces, no minifigs. What are we saying about that? I'd rather a UCS fanboy, Luke. Hopefully the Ren helmet will make up for it with a smattering of sequel love. Fingers crossed. We'll talk about that one in just a second as well. But the Star Wars logo, this, I mean, it's gonna be great for any kind of like Star Wars content creator, like in the background. It's gonna be in the background of so many people's like displays and setups. And I think outside of the Lego space and the Lego Star Wars space, I think it will be quite cool. It will look quite popular. It will look good amongst other non-Lego things. Because it'll be like a token bit of Lego, or maybe there'll be like 1 or 2 Lego pieces, and then the rest is like actual other cool Star Wars stuff. But a Lego Star Wars logo, or a Star Wars logo made out of Lego amongst other Lego things, I don't think has much potential to scream out in popularity. I don't love the Marvel one. The figure feature is fine, but it's still massively overpriced. And I know we're not getting figures in this one, but I just feel like this one is going to be much the same. I'm liking the idea, but I'll end up getting it. I mean, if it goes cheap enough, probably so will I, Mike. Kunk saying dead. Don't forget to run your lightsaber across the like button. Thank you, Macro. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. You can print out a piece of paper with a Star Wars logo on it and get the same effect. You can buy that little Star Wars light that everyone's got in WH Smith's. I think it was like £4.50 or £6.50. I actually picked it up the other day because I'm going to use it in the background of a video. Don't hate. After all of that, will be forgotten in less than 2 years. I think it's forgettable because I think it will look cool amongst non-Lego Star Wars specific channels, backgrounds and things. I think it'll be a nice shelf piece if you're not a hardcore Lego fan. But for the Lego Star Wars core fan base, I don't think this is going to be particularly striking. And for that reason, I think it'll be forgettable. I'd rather spend that money on any other set in the list rather than that. Yeah, that's kind of fair. That is kind of fair. Unless it's got good pieces for a parts draft. Am I right, Sam? Okay. That is the Star Wars logo done. Let's talk. Is this... Wait, where's the... We'll do that. We've talked about Kylo Ren's shuttle. We'll talk about the helmet next. Now, this, on the flip side, I'm glad that they bought the helmet section. Oh, it's helmet section. Helmet series back. I'm a big fan of the helmet series. Just love helmets. Well, I'm still liking it. That's fair, Mike. That's fair, and that's what this stream is all about. It's all about sharing opinions and shaming people that don't think the same way as me. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I think the Kylo Ren helmet. I'm glad. I am glad that they're doing something for the Force Awakens anniversary, even though it's not something that I'm massively like hyped for. Like, I'm not, like, I say that I am hoping to do a mock for the anniversary of the Force Awakens. However, to get a Lego set, just 1 or 2, like, I think it's nice. I think it's really nice. I wish we got one for Rebels last year for the 15th anniversary. Every like 5 to 10 years, depending on what the milestone is. I think it is nice. I think they release enough Lego Star Wars sets in a year to be able to dedicate 1 or 2 sets to significant anniversaries for certain series or certain or especially the films, no real excuse, but like the series as well. I feel like Clone Wars, Rebels, I'm sure they'll do stuff for the Mandalorian and things like that. But yeah, it will be nice to get some sequel sets again. And I think the helmet, there's been a few good mocks of this knocking about on Rebrickable and stuff. I think this one's going to look good. The black helmets tend to look a lot cleaner because you can't see, you lose a lot of the gaps and stuff just because of it being black, which helps a lot. It helps on the TIE Pilot a lot because you compare the TIE Pilot to the Stormtrooper helmet and they just night and day. There's quite a big disparity between them, and the TIE Pilot really does come out looking a lot better. So for the Kylo Ren helmet, and kind of what it stands for, I think it's gonna go in solid. I think I'll end up putting it in solid. I am really lifted by the look of the AT-AT driver helmet. I think they've had a year off. They've maybe been toying with some new techniques. I don't know, but that one looks really, really good. So I have high hopes that they're bringing the series back with 3 banger helmets. Wait, no comment. There we go. Okay, so that's our 2 Force Awakens sets. Let us talk about next. What other Mace sets have we got? We've got, speaking of Rebels, I guess, let's talk about Chopper. I think this, I mean, there is no way of knowing, and it is kind of hard to stake a claim to this when the anniversary set had a cool anniversary figure in. I think this Chopper is gonna sell like hotcakes. I think people are gonna absolutely love this. I think it's gonna be of a decent size. What is it, 90 quid? Well, $100 is the rumor price at the moment. So probably like £90 in that same sort of price point as we've had BD8. Is it BD8? No, I'm thinking of BD1. Sorry, BB8 I think was a lot cheaper back in the day, but it will be a little bit smaller than R2 if done in scale with them, which I'm kind of leaning. I don't know. I keep going back and forth with the whole, like, if it will be in scale with R2, because Chopper is a little bit smaller than R2. But then I don't know. I don't know if this droid particularly will necessarily be one that they want to throw in that scale that they've done with C3PO, R2, and Chewbacca. I'm not totally convinced that Chopper will be in that scale, but I think the only thing that is going to put it in, that is going to stop me from putting this in Elite, is going to be that it is going to be the live action version. I would have loved them to do one based off of Rebels rather than the live action one, but I think this will look great. Hey Andy, how we doing, mate? Do people really know who Chopper is? They only appeared in Rebels and Ahsoka. I mean, like, yeah, but also, like, he gets pushed a lot for the mark. But then, like, I think more people will know who Chopper is than, like, BD1. So I think there's, like, I don't know. He's a bit of a fan favorite, a bit of a cult favorite. Again, this will be another one that extends outside of the Lego community. I think there'll be a lot of, like, hardcore Star Wars fans that might not necessarily be into Lego get on board with it, because I think Chopper is quite a cold character at this point. I haven't watched Rebels, so until I watched Ahsoka, I didn't know who he is. Fair point. Hey, Mace Cameron, how you doing? Sam, let's ask Greg if he knows. Well, it's rumored that it's going to be in the same scale as the R2-D2, the C-3PO, and the Chewbacca, but I think it could be a little bit bigger. I would agree it's a better choice than a few of the other droids, but I don't see it outselling an R2. I think off the back of the fact that we had two R2-D2s so close together in two different scales. Because what's the price of the UCS one? How much did that one go? Is it 200 or like? Completely forgot to say hello before sending a message. No worries. I watch the streams, but don't usually chat. No worries, Mace. Appreciate your comment. And thank you for popping in and saying hello as well. Feel free to stay and chat, or equally just be back in the background chilling and lurking. Whatever you feel most comfortable. Yeah, the fact that this is going to be a live action one and not a animated Rebels one makes me want to put it. It makes me put it in solid, I think. I see the headlines now. Lego builds genocidal robot. Yeah. Like 200, 220-ish, I think. Okay, yeah. So it's definitely not going to be in that scale. I guess it is probably likely to be in the scale of like what Tommy did. So this is Tommy's mock, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm going to like it, though. It's probably a day one purchase for me, to be fair. Didn't UCSR get a price rise? 220 seems about right. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I would love I'd love a UCS Chopper. Good shout, solid for Chopper. Yeah, I think fans do know who he is. I think he gets pushed on a lot of the marketing. I think fans are well aware. Okay. Now that's a Chopper out of the way. What other May 1st? Any other May 1st sets? So, let us talk about the two Jango Fett sets. It was a strange decision to give us two R2s so close. Yeah, really didn't understand that at all. And I can only imagine the second one being smaller, having the anniversary figure, and being in scale with C-3PO and Chewbacca has all but killed the sales of the UCS one. I'm surprised it's not. I think it's still available, right? Like I'm shocked that it hasn't been retired for like since that set came out. To be fair, but hey ho. Yeah, let's talk UCS Jango's Slave 1. I'm going to call it Slave 1 for the purpose of this stream. It will almost certainly be called Jango's Fire Spray Gunship, or more... the UCS one has to be Jango's Fire Spray Gunship, right? They can't call it UCS Jango's Starship. Oh, that's what the rumor's saying. That's just, like, I'm almost okay with them avoiding the slave thing, but I do think calling it by its like retcon named or its like official actual in-universe name for a UCS set makes a lot more sense. Am I that bothered about it? No. Am I gonna lose sleep over it? No, I really don't care. It'll say Fire Spray on the plaque, I'm sure. Yeah, that's true. I'm just not sure if I'm going to go for it now with the smaller one. Oh, really, Sam? Interesting. Interesting. Very much considering picking up the 3PO while it's on discount to go with my R2-D2. I'm very much tempted to pick up that C-3PO because I kind of just want to pie it out. And it's going for some decent sales at the moment, so... Yeah, I kind of just want to pile all those gold elements. Look like a ton of fun. Another strange decision. 2 Jango Slaves 1 in the same year. Bonkers. Depends on the figures for me. So what is crazy about this? Okay, I guess we could talk about both of them together. We're getting a Jango Fett's Slave 1 twice this year. We're getting a Playscale version, and we're getting a UCS version. We haven't had a Jango Fett Slave 1 outside of an advent calendar build, I imagine, or a foil pack since 2003 or 2002. 2002. How crazy is that? Like it baffles me, and it's so strange. I can't quite wrap my head around it. I really can't quite wrap my head around why they've decided to do it like this. And I'm trying to think of other examples where, because this will no doubt the Playscale set, which is rumored to have to cost $60, is it, or $70? $70. So it'll probably be £60. So I'd like to think it's going to be a little bit bigger than the Boba Fett Slave 1 that we got recently in The Mandalorian. But I think it will mostly be recolored, which is an insane hike. The Playscale one is going to have more figures. It's wild. And we were talking last week on the stream about whether we think the Jangos will be the same, or if they won't be, if they'll be slightly different. It's crazy that there is a world in which the playset one has a better figure selection than the UCS one, and the UCS one is like nearly 5 times the price. So unless there's a crazy cool exclusive Jango, then it's an absolute no-go. I think they have to keep one figure exclusive for this UCS Slave 1, right? And it's just not gonna be Boba, it's gonna be Jango. But I just don't know. Like, I really don't know. I was set to go and get the Slave 1 day 1, May 4th haul, like, go all in. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know now. I don't want to buy, especially if it's the same size as the Boba Fett Slave 1, but just price hiked, and because we're getting an extra figure. Yeah, if it's a little bit of arm printing, that isn't going to be big enough of a difference. But, like, what else are they gonna... How different could they make the 2 figures? It's not even like the Playscale one will just have Jango without his armor on. I don't know. Like, how different can you make a Jango Fett minifigure that is depicting exactly the same thing? Because that works well with Rex. Yeah. Oh, it's so tricky. Like, I was really hyped to get the Jango Slave 1. One Brick Stud, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, dude. Exactly, there isn't enough for them to do to entice me. The problem is that the UCS one is going to come out first, and we're not going to see the Playscale one until after it comes out, and probably after the gift for purchase is gone. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess by that point we will know if the figures are exactly the same. Although, like I said, I do prefer to get minifigure scale sets. So I think I'll probably still be on board with the hype and jump on the UCS one. It'll be minifig scale. It will look sick. I prefer the color scheme to Boba Fett Slave one anyway. So I think it'll still entice me enough. I think it's still pretty sick, pretty cool. But it's really weird. Oh, the Kylo Ren shuttle isn't dead. It's a bit harsh. Were you here for what when we like broke it down, Rosie? I think it's going to be really small. I think there's going to be a lot of anti-studs showing, and it's just going to take away a lot. It's going to really be distracting in terms of what the MIDI scale thing is meant to be, of like mini UCS. I just think it's going to look horrific. Okay, you only just got back. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we said that like the wings, if like they really need to be like plated or tiled on both sides. Otherwise, you're going to have a ton of anti-studs showing, and it doesn't really matter which side of the wings you do it, because they both are very visible and very prevalent because of the shape of the ship. So that, and the fact that I think it's just going to be tiny and massively overpriced, like all the other MIDI scale sets have been. I think it's going to be in dead. I really want to like it, and that's probably why I couldn't put in forgettable, because I really want to like this and I really want to get it, and I probably still will get it, but I think it's going to really disappoint. Caleb, how we doing? It's coming out right on the 4 times insiders points too, so the demand is going to be there, knowing you'll get $60 credit back. 4 times insider points, what, on May 4th? Is that a thing? UCS should be awesome. Come on, let's keep some faith. I have no doubt, Mike, that the UCS one won't be incredible, and I think it will look amazing. However, it is just a bit of a kick in the teeth if they're going to release a much smaller version with one extra figure, and if the figures are the same. Hey Martin, how we doing, mate? Which tier of is the pod racers going in? Elite every day, Boff. How you doing, Joe? Yeah, I have no doubt. I think I will still go with the Slave one. I think I would just buy the Kaminoan figure. Hopefully it's like Lamasu or something. I think I'll still go with the UCS one. I think it'll be sick. Here's hoping anyway. For that, now I guess the question begs now is, if the minifigures are the same in the playscale version, does that make the UCS set less elite? Or, like, does it bring the UCS set down, or does it lift the playset up? Yay, Chopper and Solid, good choice. I think so. I think the only thing stopping me putting him higher, Martin, was the fact that it's going to be like based on the live action version and not the Rebels version, the animated version. But yeah, I think that's going to be great. No, there we go. Firm no from Mike. I think you're right, Mike. I think you're right. Sam saying yes. No, I think that is the case. Yeah, it is a bit of a middle finger from Lego though, isn't it? Like, because the Kaminoan will be exclusive and put the playset up, I don't see a world in which they don't have a exclusive figure in the Slave one. I think the Slave one is going to be elite. Yeah. Do you think there's a world in which that they've got the figure selection mixed up on the playscale set and the UCS set, and the Kaminoan actually comes in the in the UCS one. That would be insane. Dortroy, we need Ben Quadranero's set. Sam, is that your alt account? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You shouldn't be buying UCS for figs. They should complement the set. Completely agree, Martin. I completely agree. And I think that the ship could, like, purely based on how the last Slave 1, UCS Slave 1 looks, I have no doubt that this thing is going to look insane. And I agree that you shouldn't be buying UCS just for figs. And that's why I didn't end up getting the Venator, because whilst the Venator looks really cool, I would have been buying it because I wanted the Yularen and the Rex, and thank God I didn't. But the Slave 1 in that color scheme is a ship, and it's going to be minifig scale, pretty much, I imagine. So I think it's going to look sick, and I would be buying it just as much for the set as I would the figures. But it is nice when you are spending that sort of money that you do get something a little exclusive, I think. I don't know. I guess I go back and forth depending on if I want the UCS set or not. A Kaminoan seems weird in a UCS set, but I totally see it in the playset. It makes complete sense, right? And if that is the reason that the set's been hiked in price, and it is pretty much the same scale as the Slave 1 from 2022, was it? 2021, something like that. I think this. I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put this doesn't come out till the summer, but we'll do this one now anyway. I think the Jango figure is going to be different. And I think the Kaminoan will be cool and it will be exclusive. But I don't think the whole package of, like, I think the Slave 1 is going to look almost identical, bar the color swaps, to the one that we got based off of The Mandalorian Season 2. And for that reason, that build is not great. It's really not great. Going to have an early night, not feeling great. Hope you feel better, Emily. Night, night. And I think the fact that the Jango is not going to be the best Jango we could have got, because I think that will come in the Slave 1. The Kaminoan will be cool. I imagine the Boba will be the same. I think this is going in top of average for now. Because the build on this is going to look bad. Especially coming out the same year as a UCS one. Like, I think this build will look bad. The Clone Wars MTT coming out is very likely. Also, I think Jango Fett with the arm printing being in the cheaper set makes sense. Lego did that with Captain Rex, and I didn't complain about Rex in the small Y-Wing. Yeah, it's weird, because, like, sometimes they do make a bit of a difference, and then sometimes they don't. Like, the Luke pilot, I mean, I guess we did end up getting a bit of a hack for it in the keychain. But they made a slight change for a figure from the original trilogy, and they didn't for the Clone Wars. It'd be interesting to see where episode 2 lands in that, if they do want to make it a bit unique or not. I think it will likely deserve solid. Just based on the fact that I know the build, I just have a really strong feeling that the build is going to be much the same, and it's jumped up so much in price. What was that? What was the Boba Fett one? Was it 45 or 35 pounds? Was it 40? Was it 45 pounds? Sure, no, it's 35, wasn't it? And this one is rumored to be $70. So that's going to be 60 quid. So even if it was 45, that's another 15 quid just for the Kaminoan figure. Watch, they won't put him in the playset, but then they would chuck him in the advent calendar instead. Yeah, honestly. I'm actually hoping the advent calendar we have a Kylo Ren Christmas jumper. I think that would be cool. Although, the fact that we're not getting a minifigure of Kylo Ren this year makes it seems unlikely. Okay, and then so the other thing is going to be the Jango Fett helmet. I think this is going to be solid. I think it'll be an improvement on the Boba Fett helmet. I think it will look a little bit, obviously, aside from the color scheme, I'd like to think that they will have updated a lot of the techniques. And I think this will just look like a lot cleaner version of the set. It's probably going to look better than the Kylo Ren's helmet just because I think it's a simpler design. I think like all the detailing around Kylo Ren's eyes are going to be quite hard to pull off, whereas Jango's is a bit more straightforward. So I think it's going to be a bit better than that, but I think I'm happy with that. I predict that the highly detailed Jango will be in both Slave 1 sets. It's going to be really interesting to see which way they do it. Hey KO, how you doing, mate? Also, it's very anti-consumer to lock down minifigures to big, expensive sets. But they do that, David. Like it's not uncommon for them to do that. We haven't had Yularen in a set, in another cheaper set. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing either. Like Martin says, minifigures should complement the sets, but equally it is nice to get something unique and like special to that set. I don't know. This year might be the one for Star Wars for me. Chopper might broke it, but we see interesting case. So you think you might get Chopper? Interesting. A new Playscale Jango Starship is easily a no-brainer for me. I missed out on the 2002 version. Yes, if it just looks anything like Boba Fett's one, though, I'm not interested at all. Not interested at all, especially if I get the UCS one, which I think I will. Anyway, moving on from Jango. So what other May? I know the Playscale ones summer, but I think that is all of the May 1st sets. Yeah, I think that's all of the May 1st sets. Okay, so let's have a look at June. That's next, I believe. Yeah, June. Hey TJ, how we doing? TJ will vouch for me that I was doing late night pod race stuff. I was tuned into TJ on Twitch last night. How you doing, TJ? Okay, so June sets. Not June sets. June sets. Plo Koon's Microfighter. This is the closest thing I could think to resemble Plo Koon's Microfighter. Now, I'm not convinced that the build is going to look great for this set. However, I think because it is currently rumored, well, I don't know. I think the jury's still out on whether or not it could be in the V19. I think get it in Elite. I want to put it in if Plo Koon is exclusive to this set, I think it's an Elite Microfighter. I don't care what it looks like. It could be 4 pieces and the minifigure, and I think it could be Elite. It's such a random Microfighter to pick, in my opinion, when Plo Koon isn't coming in another set. £9 for a new Plo Koon. Come on now. Honestly, I don't know how they I guess because they've just reused a lot of figures in the last, they've got budget now for for Microfighters. Oh, one May 1st set we did miss was the Luke's Pilot Brickhead, and I'm gonna just put that in forgettable because I do forget about Brickheads, and it's Luke, so I'm sure it'll look great, but I will just forget about it. It's so forgettable, I even forgot it was coming out in May or March, whenever it is, so I didn't even know. Should have been a full-size starfighter. Honestly, I'm not that fussed. It would have been like 60. It would have been like $60 at this point. If the way they keep going up in price. I think they did it just to go with the Arc 170. Yeah, fair. Fair. Did they need to do Ahsoka's this year? Maybe they could have held out on Ahsoka's and did Plo Koon Starfighter as the Starfighter, but hey, I've long gone to the days where I collect those Starfighters really now, so to just get Plo Koon in a £9 micro, well, probably £13 microfighter, unless we hold out for a sale, then yeah, I struggle to see how that's not insane value if that Plo Koon figure does stay exclusive. Hey Scott, how we doing, mate? Good to see you. Force choke that like button. Yes, thank you, Martin, for reminding everyone. If you haven't already and you are enjoying the stream or you're hating the stream, use the dislike button. It's down there too. So far from the rumors, it seems we won't be getting a Plo Koon in the summer sets, but they could put him in a set next year. That's also very true. I just find it so weird that when was the last time we got a microfighter of a set that, or with a figure in that wasn't in another set? It's kind of crazy to me, anyway. It would suit me. I have a Plo Koon's fighter. I got with some free Lego, but no fig. Happy to get a cool fig for cheap. Yeah, I have the old one as well. I'm sure a newer Starfighter would look a lot better. However, it really doesn't bother me. I'm down for the cheap figure. Like I said, not holding out a ton of hope for the build, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay. Darth Maul mech. I wonder who might have some opinions on this. A Darth Maul mech. Again, Darth Maul, one of my favorite, if not my favorite character in Star Wars. What's gonna make this an elite mech? Maybe if it is like shirtless Maul, it kind of would go hard and be elite. It's gonna have, I think it's rumored to have the one from the Mandalore set a few years back. So nothing special in terms of unique figure there. Or is it? Or is it meant to be the one from that we've just had in the Sith Infiltrator? I thought somewhere said it was going to be Clone Wars, but I could be wrong. We'll probably be alright. Interesting. Yeah, I think it'll be average. I think as far as mechs go, I think it'll be fine. Just because it would trigger somebody dead. I like if they added pupils in this Darth Maul. Surely it's a new Maul. There isn't one in production unless it's the episode 1 version. Well, yeah, I thought it was going to be the same as the Clone Wars one. I thought that was the rumor, but I could be wrong. I think Maul's going to go an average. And I really want it to be episode 1. Kenobi. The Ahsoka Jedi Interceptor is a really good set though, and sure, it's a $45 set. I also have the newer Arc 170 set too to go with it. Yeah, I like the Ahsoka's Starfighter wherever it's gone. Yeah, it's back there. It's fine, but it's certainly not worth $45. Spider Leg Maul would be sick. I hope that was a typo, Sam. Clown Wars, unbelievable. If there's a new fig, that might bring it up to solid. That's true, TJ. If we get a new Maul figure, maybe it'd be like a bit of a hybrid. Maybe it'd be the old torso and legs and then the new face. I think it'll be average though. But yeah, I think you're right, TJ. If it's a unique Maul, it could go up to solid. But if not, I think I'm happy that there. Whew, Technic building takes such concentration. But you just couldn't resist coming in it to try and trigger someone, could you, Simon? Okay. Other June 1st sets that we've got. June. Okay, the Death Trooper and Night Trooper Battle Pack. $20, 119 pieces. It's going to be really interesting to see. Does anyone have any predictions of what the build might be for this? Rumored to have 2 Night Troopers and 2 Death Troopers. I think the like proportions are off there. I think 3 and 1 would have been better. I mean, canonically we only see 2 Death Troopers in the whole zombie form, so it is throwing that off a bit. Does bring me hope that we are getting a Death Trooper helmet back in production, so hopefully we get a standard Death Trooper at some point. When the Maul fig be in the magazine next month. I know we're getting Qui-Gon pretty soon, right? I think it's rumored to be the dropship from Peridia. That makes a lot of sense. So, what I would have really liked from this set, and maybe this is asking too much, I would have really liked for there to be 3 Night Troopers, and I would have liked each individual of those 3 figures to have a unique helmet, a unique torso print. It's not going to have arm printing, fine. And unique leg prints. And for that reason, then you could mix and match all of the different elements and make a whole army of Night Troopers that are all technically unique from one another. It might be the case that we get 2 new ones. I think they're gonna be the same as the one in the Peridia set. I think both of them will be the same as the one that we get in the Peridia set. And it's gonna be a bit cheaped out in that sense. Not a chance, though. Yeah. But that would have been so sick. In fact, to the point where I actually spoke to Paige's brother-in-law like when the show came out, and I was like, he's a very, very intelligent guy, very good at maths, and it was something that I couldn't quite wrap my head around or comprehend. However, I asked him, like, how many different combinations are there if you were to have like a helmet print that was unique, a torso print that was unique, and left and right legs that were unique? And I think I included arms as well for like 2 figures with unique helmet, arms, legs, and torso. There was something like 60 or 80 different like, it was kind of crazy just how many different combinations there were. Oh no, maybe it was 2 that was quite low, and then 3 like it does massively ramp it up. I mean, the Mountain of Battle Pack from a few years back wasn't far off. That's true. That's true, Brandon. Unique parts. This is Lego. No chance. 2 Death Troopers in this set does limit the ability to army build this set, since there are only 2 Death Troopers seen. Exactly, which is why I think 1 Death Trooper and 3 Night Troopers would have been far better, far more significant. I really hope. So, if the 2 figures are both the same, then I think if the 2 figures, if we were just getting 2 of each of the figures, I think the set will go in average, mainly because I still really want to army build these Night Troopers. I do really want to army build them. And in a $20 battle pack, they're going to be cheap enough to pick up on Bricklink. And that dropship, like 120 parts for a battle pack is pretty decent. So the part out value should be quite good on Bricklink. So hopefully, yeah, people snap them up. and the figs end up getting quite cheap. You thought they were getting arm prints in a battle pack? No. It was more out of curiosity. The Arc 170 is another really one, and I got it before it went on sale, but I wanted it so bad. And like Soka's Jedi Interceptor, looks great, has great play features, and the minifigures are awesome. I don't disagree. I think the wings could do with being longer and the nose being rounded off a bit more, but I do like it. Good clickbait. What do you mean? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? But yeah, I think the fact that they're probably going to be the same, I think it's going to go in average. It's battle packs, so it's going to be better than a mech, regardless. And I do love the Death Trooper, even if it is going to be the same. So I think this will be an average. If by any chance the two figures are, or the two Night Troopers are unique, or have unique prints, I will put this up to at least solid at the end of the year. I think the UT-80 would be in the elite range, being a strange vehicle launched in LEGO and unique in the Star Wars saga. Is that a June set or is that an August set? That is an August set. We'll get to that in just a minute. Let's check. Has got any more June sets? There's got to be some more, surely. Koon's Microfighter, the Darth Maul mech, the Death Trooper set. Is that it for? I think that might be it for June 1st. We don't actually know when Buildable K2SO is coming out yet. I think that's meant to be June 1st. Yeah, I believe K2SO is not quite updated on Brit Fanatics, but I think K2SO is meant to be June. But seeing the rumors, the truth is that they are very good sets. So K2SO being $90 is cheaper than the B1 Battle Droid, which probably means it's going to be significantly smaller than I had kind of envisioned. You can kiss goodbye to this being in the same scale as the Chewbacca and R2-D2. For I know there's quite a few people that are enjoying those all being the same scale. I'm hoping for the battle pack at least we are getting one. Yeah, yeah, I'm hopeful the battle pack at least we are getting one. Yeah, that's true. Do I believe... Oh, hang on. My Brit Fanatics page has just disappeared on me. Have they updated it? Scrolling back down. What do I mean? Do I believe the U-Wing rumors? What we have talked about the U-Wing. Do I believe that it's going to come out, or is there a specific aspect that's rumored about it? Scrolling. Okay. We covered. Oh yeah, K2SO. It's going to be like the droid cut. Yeah, it's going to be quite small, but not mad. £70. It's going to be it's going to be fine. I want to really like it. I'm hoping it'll be a cool display piece. I think they will depict him quite well. I think it's easier for LEGO to depict droids and stuff than it is like organic creatures. It's just the square shaping traditionally of LEGO. The droids end up often coming off a lot better than a lot of the human-like characters. So I think this would be good. I think it could be quite pricey. Do we have a... I don't think we have a... Yeah, with no piece count rumored yet. I think this is going to be solid. And I think it'll probably be solid because of the Andor hype. Oh, yeah, that's what... Yeah, we talked about the Ewing earlier. Obviously, these are all of the sets rumored to be coming out this year. And we talked about the Ewing earlier, yeah. Or 2 of the Star Wars clones. Yes, I'm equal matters skeptical and happy about that Star Wars battle pack. But yeah, I think that's where K2 is going to go. I think he's going to look great. I think off the back of him making a return in Andor, I think it'd be nice. It will drop towards the end of... It'll come out towards the end of Andor airing. So that'll be a nice sort of tie-in. And yeah, it's going to be $90, so like £80. Not a crazy price. Could be quite small though. I like droids built in large scale. Yeah, I really wish that they would go back and redo the General Grievous. I think that would be a really good one to do for the Revenge of the Sith anniversary. I think in a few years. Okay, so that's K2. So I think the rest outside of the Death Star and the Advent Calendar, which we've not got on here anyway, I think everything else is August. So we'll start with the buildable Ewok. Do you think we're getting too many of these buildable characters? Like, we're getting K2 Chopper. We're getting a B1 battle droid, which I've just realized I don't have a picture for in here, so I do apologize for that. We will discuss that one though. We're getting like 4 buildable characters this year. And I dare say I'm getting a little bit bored of them. Like, unless the character is something that I really, really care about, I'm just kind of getting a bit over them. What are people's thoughts on them? This Ewok, by the way, looks cursed. I mean, the shaping and stuff is great. The face, just because there's like no printing on it, is crazy. But yeah, like, I know there's going to be a lot of people that like the Ewok, think the Ewoks are cute. It'd be interesting to see how this one is depicted. It's quite short. But 90 for this one, I think. $90, £80. Yeah, $90, probably £80. Is this the next one to be in scale with the R2D2 and Chewbacca? I would imagine so. At £80, $90. An Ewok is about the same size as R2, right? So yeah, buildable Teddy could be fun. Ewoks are great though. I agree, Simon. I liked when we were getting like 1 a year. But now they just seem to be pumping them out. And it's just a bit much. It ain't even gonna be fluffy. Fair comment. I do think the face on this one is gonna be quite hard for them to get right. Honestly, it either goes in solid or it goes in dead. Like, I really don't... It's either gonna look great or it's more than likely gonna look creepy as. The Ewok plush last year was better. I think it's probably gonna look more creepy than it does cute. Which makes me want to put it in dead. Oh, does he just go in? Does the Ewok just go as a forget? I mean, if it looks creepy, then it's definitely not going to be forgettable. I think we'll just stick him in average. It was that goddamn Grogu's fault. Yeah, we've got 2 buildable. Oh, yeah, and we've had Grogu this year as well. Like, come on, Lego, do we need that many? I gave up with these buildable figs after UCS R2. Yeah, I was going to collect them because I had the original R2. I had BB-8. I got Grogu the first time round. And I was going to get the Yoda, and I was going back and forth. And I was like, oh, can't be asked. Can't be asked. I got Dio. But yeah, yeah. It's going to be forgotten. Will it be better than Chewie, Sam? Yeah. God. I'm starting to warm to Chewie a little bit more. I don't think it's quite as bad as a lot of people say. I don't know. Can't see myself getting it by any account, but hey ho. I love the creepy sets. Elite. Creepier the better. Oh dear. Yeah, I think it's going to be bottom of average. It's potentially forgettable. Okay. The UCS ATST. What are our thoughts and feelings on this? Or like this non-UCS kind of UCS set? A $200 ATST. So it's not going to be minifig scale. It's going to be massively oversized. This just feels like a May 4th UCS set. And they've just chucked in another one in the middle of the year. The only buildable character I will buy is Grievous. Same thing applies to the helmets. Yeah, I would love a buildable Grievous. I think that would be really, really good fun. Probably, but that's just because Chewbacca was so ridiculously expensive. Yeah, fair. Like, this, yeah. I've not seen anyone really hyped over this. The thought of this, like, big ATST. It's like, I guess it's like a bonus UCS set. Like a third UCS set. Kind of similar to how we got R2, I guess, the year before last. There's like a third one. But not for me, it's not fig scale. Yeah, it's just massively overscaled. I kind of think, like... I kind of think this is going to go in forgettable. I don't know, there's going to be a lot... There'll be a lot of people that like this. I'm sure. And I'm sure it'll look really detailed. But I just, for me, like, it's just so random and obscure. I don't know. It's obviously not. It's an ATST, but yeah, why was this not done for the episode 6 anniversary? Exactly. They could have done this and then a very small, like, Endor diorama with an Ewok or a Scout Trooper or something. Would have been a nice touch. But yeah, for me, I think this is going to go unforgettable. I just don't really know who's calling for this right now. It's certainly not me. I've been much of a fan of these outscale. I've never been much of a fan of these outscale UCS sets. Yeah, me either. Droids are definitely the only things that work well as buildable characters. Droids are robots. Also, the R2-D2 that came out last year is way cheaper and more accurate because astromechs are short. I don't think it's more accurate just because it's shorter because droids are shorter. I don't think that quite is how it works when it comes to scaling things. But I do think that the $90 or £90 one or whatever does kind of make the UCS one pointless. They did R2D2 at a scale with a great amount of detail that I don't think it needed rehashing at the bigger size. Will it get as much interest as the AT-AT? I'm not sure it does because of I think the AT-AT was a bit more of a like Lego engineering piece, whereas I guess it was probably going to use a lot of the same gears and stuff for the legs as the AT-AT. But yeah, I just don't think it's going to have the same hype around it. I don't know. Against like hardcore original trilogy fans and UCS collectors, I'm sure it will, but that would have been cool. Modern Endor bunker for sure. Yeah, that is much needed. Imagine Lego includes an Endor Rex figure in the 18 plus ATSD. It won't happen, but it would be insane if they did. That's the kind of crap I'd expect them to pull off, TJ. With a budget like this, they could have come up with a really cool $200 Endor Bunker Master Builder Series set. Completely agree. Completely agree. Yeah, I think that would have been a much more appealing set on the lineup rather than just a massive ATST. Okay. Battle pack. Let's talk the 327th Star Corps battle pack. I'll put my teeth back in. 258 pieces, August 2025. $40. Now, $40, probably £35. What did we get this year for £35? Not a lot. A Starfighter? A bit less. So, I really hope that they have designed and built a really cool swamp speeder for this battle pack. I have no problem with them doing these more expensive battle packs and calling them battle packs if the builds are actually worth the price that you're paying for the set. Like, the most recent Phase 2 battle pack was at a reasonable enough price that the builds were kind of still throwaway because of the amount of figures that we got in it. We got what, like 4 clones, 7 droids, was it? 3 supers, 2 battle droids, and so yeah, $40, yeah. Gonna be a big battle pack, we hope. The big battle pack with the pink droid. Wait, what's the big battle pack with a pink droid? What's the pink droid? So, do we know? Is it just... I think they confirmed it's an AT-RT. No way. No way, Sam. No way you're trolling. You have to be trolling. No. But the 501st battle pack was... What? So what's the shout on this one that we're getting? So is it 4 327th troopers and 3 battle droids? Oh. AT-RT and Spider Droid are the builds, I believe. Oh, 3 super battle droids, okay. Never too old for Lego, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. An AT-RT is so dead, man. Like I was saying, I have no problem with them doing more expensive battle packs, but just make the builds what. Like, I know the fundamental point of a battle pack was just for army building, but if you're gonna do more expensive ones, that people are still going to want to buy multiples of, make the build a little bit cooler, or just like call it a swamp. This would have been a great chance to do a really cool swamp speeder. I know they kind of did it with a 332nd battle pack that's just retired, but like, do a decent one. And then it actually makes it really fun to collect, because you're actually getting a build that you might want to keep built, not just something for purely for parts. I doubt it will be 4 of the same clones. Well, I imagine like 2 might have micro binoculars or macro binoculars. 1 will have an antenna, 1 will have a visor. I imagine that will be much as far as it goes in terms of difference. Oh, the fact that this is an AT-RT and a spider droid, and it's going to be $40, £35. A whole £10 more than the Phase 2 battle pack. Might well go in average, I think now. I think before this could have went in solid, because I was really hoping that they were going to do something fun. But thoughts on Turbo Tank set rumors? I don't think we'll do a $50 Turbo Tank. Yeah, we'll get onto that one in just a second. To be fair, we don't have an AT-RT currently on shelves, and if it's a new color and design, that might be decent. But like, are we asking for them, TJ? Like, the hot, like that 501st battle pack sold so ridiculously well. There is there are more than enough AT-RTs to go around. We don't need another AT-RT build. And again, because they're like always massively oversized. It would have just made sense and been nice for them to do something a bit different rather than rehashing it, especially with the price hike on it. I don't know. I kind of like what they did with the fighter tank, you know, like it's like a fun army builder set that you can buy multiples of, but you don't mind having the build. Just wait for sales. Yeah, of course I will, and I will. It is just a bit frustrating though, when so much money gets pumped into something that you just don't get. Like, either do what they did with the last Phase 2 battle pack and make the build so crap that you can still have a decent amount of figures and it's a reasonable price. Don't just fluff up the value with a crappy build that no one cares to have. I don't know. I think it's going to be average now, because I think the figures will still look cool. So I guess what's going to pair nicely with... Don't mention battle packs and sale. Yeah, Simon's been doing God's work out there. But would you use a 501st AT-RT for the 327th? Would I use any of the AT-RTs that LEGO provide for a mock or anything, TJ? No, I wouldn't. I'm so fed up of AT-RTs built by LEGO. I'm so fed up of AT-RTs. Overscaled AT-RTs. I do not care. I don't want them in my life. I don't want to have to buy 100 of them. Okay, good page to sleep. You catch my drift. Clips, how we doing? The stream, some people might say, why would you stream tiering of rumor sets that hasn't been revealed yet? Well, we're kind of doing it on hope and expectation and anticipation. Now we know what most of the sets are, and to be honest, I don't have any sets that I want to build today, so I thought this would be fun just to kind of recap all of the rumors and get kind of everyone's opinion on what we think might be to come. And it'll be fun to compare once we actually have seen all the sets at the end of the year. I want to do another one of these, like looking back rather than looking forward. But yeah, the set that's going to pair well, allegedly, with that battle pack is the CIS MTT. So this, again, June set, $150. And where is it? Clone Wars MTT. I am so incredibly split on my opinion for this one. Bly and Ayla Secura are nice additions. I'm glad they didn't just chuck Bly in the battle pack. That would have been annoying. I like that they've done like a big set. We get a cool Jedi and the main clone commander, and we're also getting a battle pack to accompany it. Like, I think that's really nice. I love it when LEGO do that. Wish they were going to do that with the Galactic Marines and the UT-80, but we'll get onto that in a minute. But yeah, great that they're doing that. I think there's no piece count here yet. I just don't see this. It's rumored to have, like, is it 8 battle droids or something? Which is just nowhere near enough for an MTT. I tried to find loads of W8 Smiths, but no luck, Simon. All for tech. All for me, Mike. All for me. Yeah, it's only the Toys R Us W8 Smiths, yeah. I have high hopes, but I need to see what the build looks like because it's going to be small. It's going to be really small. I like one more normal figure in there as well. What figure would you call for, Sam? I think like a separatist leader, right? Like a droid command, like a tactical droid or something like that. I think would have been a nice touch. Or yeah, just another like separatist commander. Don't need to be big ones, but not all have a Toys R Us. Local one here is pretty small. Commander Bly room, I fear gap printing because of helmet hole. People will buy from GCC and CAC helmet of Bly. Yeah, I mean that's people's own prerogative if they wish to do so. There is an argument that it will be consistent with all the other helmets. I guess as long as the Bly helmet is consistent with the other battle pack helmets, I'll be happy. But I'm hoping that you can take the super battle droids from the 327 battle pack and load them in the MTT instead of the included battle droids. That would be a good feature. That would be. And I guess the last MTT, you literally just put the figures on studs, right? I know before in the past, there were attachment points on the back, but the super battle droids don't have like a wrist back stud, do they? A tactical droid would have made a day one. Yeah, a tactical droid would have went down really well in this set, I think. Bly needs helmet holes for his visor. That's a very good point. Most of they'll all have helmet holes because most of the 327th have macro binoculars. So. But yeah, tactical droid would have been a really nice touch for this set. Or like I think it was Ryan's video the other day suggested like a Wat Tambor or something. That would have been a really nice figure as well. Or heck, even chucking a Count Dooku. I know it doesn't really make sense, but we're just going to chuck in another figure anyway. I got the 2017 Ayla and GCC Bly, so I can skip the MTT if it sucks. That's fair. I also have the 2017 Ayla. I don't have the GCC Bly. I just want the... I can accept that it's going to be small. I just hope that the shaping looks really good. Because I think the color scheme will be really fun on this one. I don't think it will stick around in my collection for long, I have to say. But I would like to get one. Because I never had the 2007 MTT. Honestly, just recolor that one, please. Just straight up re-release that set. But recolored. I would not be mad one bit. With macro binoculars LEGO introduced in 2023, there's no doubt it's Commander Bly. Yeah. Yeah, it makes perfect sense to do him now that they've got the mold for those. But yeah, I think it's going to be small. The figure selection, I think, is decent. I think this is going to go in... I think it's going to go in solid. It's a set that the community has been calling out for a very long time. It will be small. It doesn't have many battle droids. But I think the color scheme hopefully looks really good fun. I could be wrong. This could be a stinker. Because there is a lot of detail to pack in on this vehicle with all the different colors. So it will be interesting. But that's that one. So the other $150 set that we are getting is the... one second. Is the UT-80. Did you notice animated 327th Trooper yellow marking on torso, overpainted to lower body, which isn't like that in the movie? If you look it up, short screen time from first episode of Bad Batch. Interesting. There are some differences between the animated styles and the live action ones. Those kind of details don't really bother me at all. Like, it's quite niche. It's a Lego minifigure. If it's a hybrid of the two or they go one way or the other, it doesn't really bother me. Filoni made an inaccurate 327th torso. I know he did the same issue of the 212th orange markers on the helmet. It's painted to back instead of half painted. Yeah, it's just like things like that. I don't really care about, especially when it comes to like Lego iterations. I appreciate that Lego have the, I was gonna say print restrictions, but I don't know. The piece count on this one terrifies me. It's like 830 parts for $150. Yeah. Does it have it on here? Yeah, UT-80. 813 pieces. Crazy. For $150. Yeah, I'm not a price per piece guy, but that is... There is a lot of paneling to this ship. Which I think... Like, a lot of big pieces, I think, for this. A lot of big wedge plates. I guess a bit of a Technic structure. It's what? Surely we're going to get Ki-Adi-Mundi, Bakara, and a couple of Galactic Marines. Maybe a super battle droid and a battle droid or something. Like, maybe 2 supers, 1 battle droid. Or just a couple of supers. Bakara. I bet they only put 1 Galactic Marine in it. Who's ready for pink Galactic Marines? Do you reckon, TJ? Also, I think the vehicle looks really ugly in canon. I agree with that, Sam. But what I will say, it is nice that we're getting something different and new that we haven't had before. There will be riots if these Galactic Marines don't look sick. And I swear to God, please... Blue Ocean Comics, please put these Galactic Marines in the foil bags. Please. I will do anything. I will search high and wide. I will give up work to search for Galactic Marines so I have a ton of them. I want so many of them. But I don't want many of those sets. I also think there's a strong likelihood we don't get Bakara as well, because that's a new head mold that I don't think they're gonna do, or a new helmet mold. So maybe we just end up getting Ki-Adi-Mundi, 2 Galactic Marines, and then 2 super battle droids and a battle droid or something. But yeah, parts parts count not looking a great reflection on this one. They are. I think they're going to proper rinse us for those Galactic Marines. I think they'll do something similar to the ATT and do 3. Yeah. Yeah, how many droids did we got? A spider droid and 2 battle droids with the ATT, was it? The figs better look immaculate for the UT-AT. If the printing color or design is off, I'm not buying it. At least 2 Galactic Marines are rumored. Yeah, I don't like it. So the question is, do you think... So there's like 3 ways they're going to do these Galactic Marines for the helmets specifically. It could be a new dual molded helmet, which for the Galactic Marines would make a lot of sense. For general snowtroopers, wouldn't make a ton of sense. That doesn't need to be dual molded. So they either do a dual molded helmet, but then it's inconsistent with their snowtroopers. And the snowtrooper and Galactic Marine look is so similar that it's just like, why would they go to the extent of creating a whole new helmet for this set? I don't think they will. The other thing is they do a white helmet and they print the top red and the back red, dark red. Don't think they do that because they don't print like whole surfaces like that really. The most likely option is that it's a dark red helmet and they try and print white just on the front. And I think that is where it's going to start to look terrible. Who would ever want campaign asking Lego make crab droid set? Yeah, they don't seem to want to do a crab droid, do they? When are we getting a tech trooper army? We don't need that, KO. What one strong, muscular tech is enough. I'll let you know when I find him. My non-gamble bet: if the box art says Galactic Marines and called as clone snowtroopers for kids. Nah, I think they'll call them Galactic Marines. I don't know. Ki Adi-Mundi's clone trooper would be a mouthful if it says that on the box art. Yeah, it would be. Take up a lot of space. They have to dual mold it. There is no other way, surely. I don't. I don't know if they. I think they have to. I think they have to. Yeah, but LEGO aren't strangers to doing new helmets for clones and stormtroopers. Yeah, I just think when there's not a lot of difference, in fact, there's little to no difference other than the color between a snowtrooper and a Galactic Marine's helmet. I feel like if they can get away with not doing it, then they will. Yeah, I swear if it's phase 2 Fox style white print for Galactic Marine, reddish, well, purplish red. Yeah, I think that's more likely. Bye, KO. Catch you later, mate. So for those reasons, I think I'm not sure these Galactic Marines are going to live up to the hype, you know. And I think the price of this is already sounding so off that I'm really going to struggle to put it any higher than average. I think this is going to go in average. The fact that we are potentially getting Galactic Marines is great, though. So I will put it at top of average. There's also another play set, another like clone army base set. But yeah. The V19 Torrent. This is like the U-Wing, another set that I think is going to be okay being downsized. I really wish it has the play feature like the old one, where the wings move at the same time. I don't think it's that crazy now with some of the new gears and stuff that they've got to like condense that feature. But I think that would be a really fun feature if they can fit into this thing, or like just to improve it. But I think it's so fun that they're going back and doing a V19. It's kind of a bit out of the blue. I know there was one rumored in, what, like 2018 or something? But it's one that we didn't really see in Universe. I don't know if it made a feature in... Did it a feature on Yabana in Season 7 of Clone Wars? I don't remember it being so. But this is very nostalgic. If we get an original Clone Wars, or like Season 1 Clone Wars, Obi-Wan and Ventress, I think that's a good minifigure selection along with a clone pilot. I think that's a good minifigure selection for the set. I think it's 70. Is it $70 for this one? Oh, $60, same as the Arc 170. Again, will look great alongside the Arc 170, I think. I said Lego can't use the word marine in military term for name trademarks since cancel V20. What, they can't use the word marine? 3 exclusive figures as well. Yeah, I think this one could be elite, you know. 3 exclusive figures. I think that could be an elite set. Especially if that clone pilot looks sick. They finally like rectify the clone pilot, the Phase 1 clone pilot. I think that would be sick. This I think can be a slam dunk, yeah. I don't see a world, unless the figure rumor is completely off, I don't see how this V19 can be, again, like I said with the U-Wing, I think it will scale down okay. The cockpit area on this was so big on the old one that the wings will be able to scale down fine, and you'll still be able to see a minifigure in there fine. Plus the Ventress and Obi-Wan, or another 2 Clone Wars figures, that will be great. I can't see how this one misses. I really can't. And for 50 quid as well, yeah, I think this one's a smash. The fact that this is probably going to be like a Smith's exclusive and never go on sale really irks me. But yeah, I don't see how this one misses, really. So we've got the Rebuild the Galaxy set. Oh, hang on, we've got a couple of messages here. In Clone Wars Season 2, we see Phase 1 Galactic Marines. They're not technically Galactic Marines, but in Phase 1 Clone Armor, so why didn't LEGO put those in the Geonosis Troopers Battle Pack? In Clone Wars Season 2, we see Phase 1 Galactic Marines. Oh, you mean the same helmets with the Geonosian Troopers? Because they didn't want to do the helmet at the time, probably. It was cheaper for them just to print on the recolor and print the current clone helmet. That was why. V19 Ventress looks took popularity. There's no animated show for Ventress as long as she stay dead, because some Clone Wars or prequel characters were not supposed to be in the original trilogy. Yeah, I don't think Ventress will be dead. I don't think she's a witch. I think she'll find her way back into the canon. I'm preparing for disappointment with the UT-AT. Doing that with most Star Wars sets, to be fair, it's probably the safest way to do it, DJ. After I've just hyped up the V19. But yeah, the Rebuild the Galaxy set that could be a £50 turbo tank. Kind of interested to see what a £50 turbo tank looks like. I'm sure it won't look anywhere near as good as this. It might look like that 4+ set, that Spider-Man set. that Sam so kindly bought me for my birthday. Shout out Sam for that one. I kind of hope it is a £50 turbo tank though. I think that could be fun. I think it could be fun, and the Rebuild of the Galaxy sets have been pretty fun. So if that is that, I will welcome it. Hopefully we could get potentially like a cool mashup clone character. Not just the 2 lead characters. It would be nice for the turbo tank to come with another cool clone. But it's still in the realm of possibility LEGO will also do Obi-Wan in his later Clone Wars version. It would be disappointing, I think, considering the V19 was so heavily associated or like tied to the first 2 seasons of the Clone Wars. Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is going to be. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I hope it's a mini turbo tank though. I'm fine with that. V19 is the one exception. I think that will be pretty good. Hopefully I'm not disappointed. Yeah, I think the V19 is going to hold a lot of nostalgia points as well, which is good. Well, is it? I don't know. Maybe it will blind my vision of being able to accurately review it or judge it fairly. But apparently Jedi Cad Bane is in it. Interesting. That's a bit of a throwback to the 2010 turbo tank. But yeah, so this one I really don't know what to... On the basis that this is going to be a £50 turbo tank, I like it. It's obviously not going to look like a really, really cool turbo tank like we've had in the past, but I do like the concept of it. The figure selection is probably going to bring this down for me though. So I think I'm going to drop it in there. No, this has got an ATRT in it. This is going back down here. I think that's where I'm happy with the turbo tank. Okay. As we're not doing the Millennium Falcon because we can literally see it. The Death Star. Now, we've talked a ton about this Death Star on the channel. I'm not about to just rehash a ton of it. My overall opinions are that... oh, I've got to hop off. Bye all. Catch you later, TJ. The rumor said a Duros figure, and he was the only Duros in the show. There we go then. So hopefully he's in it. Yeah. I just don't see how for $1,000 with all those minifigures that are rumored to be in it. Like, none of the figures are going to be exciting or not figures that we've had before, bar like maybe 2 or 3. The scenes are going to be so incredibly small that the figures are going to fit in anyway. It's just, I'm just so disinterested in this set that I am going to put it in dead. Maybe above, just because it's going to be cool that it's the first $1,000 Lego set. But I'm just so uninterested in this Death Star. And I can't put it in forgettable because it's the first $1,000 Lego set. So, oh, the B1 Battle Droid. Don't have a picture for that one. I must have missed that one. $100, £90. I think it's going to be an average. I just don't care enough. I mean, I do have the droid, so if it pairs well with that one, maybe. But I think it's going to be too big anyway. So I don't think that's going to be like a direct tie there. I think I can probably skip on the B1 Battle Droid. And I would put that somewhere at the bottom of average here, I think. But, guys, that is my tier list. What do we think? Is it too outrageous? Is there some crazy picks in there? Obviously, we won't know until about another 8 months. What are you laughing about, Sam? But yeah, I think that is gonna round things off. Got Jango Fett Starship through V19. Yeah. Yeah. The only other thing again is the advent calendar. Just can't imagine there being anything particularly crazy in there, other than a figure or two that we're gonna get this year. Yeah, well, the problem Lego only put late Clone Wars TV series Obi-Wan in the Bark Speeder and Sidecar. He wasn't in Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, for example. Yeah, but I'd rather them, if they're gonna do the old Ventress, I would just assume they do the accurate Obi-Wan for it. There's more than enough opportunity for them to go and chuck Obi-Wan in another, like, later Clone Wars set, but you said the mech will be alright, just alright, Sam. The mech got robbed. One mech this year though, Sam. Come on, they must be dying. They must be really, really dying. Okay, guys, I think that is gonna do it for the stream. That is all my picks. I think the Slave one is gonna be the best set this year. I think it's going to look fantastic. Oh, God. It's going to look fantastic. Right there. Currently got the Dark Falcon, but you can't really see the Dark Falcon. It's going to look sick. Up there. Just in shot. Hopefully. If I don't bottle it and just get the play scale one. But, yeah. Guys, I think that is going to do it for this evening. Thank you all for hanging out and getting involved in this tier list stream of all of the rumoured LEGO Star Wars sets still to come in 2025. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a good time. Again, make sure you like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, all that stuff. Members, I will be pushing on with Pod Race Progress. Me and Sam will be streaming on Thursday at 6. And again on Sunday at 6 for a few hours, so come and tune in for that. I will be doing some more pod race work this evening because I've still got loads to do. But yeah, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you this time next week for some more fun Lego Star Wars stuff. If I can see my end screen. Now I'm almost 30 and I can't see anything because I'm old and decrepit. And where's my end screen gone? Hang about. Oh, my end screen is just this. Oh no, there it is. Found it. Okay. Bye, guys.